right, Miles, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals here. Look, anytime you get a division win in the NFL, frankly, anytime you get a win, you're happy you get it. If you get a division win in the NFL, you're excited you get it. If you get a road division win in the NFL, you're excited you get it. Doesn't matter how you get it. And the Cincinnati Bengals handled their business today, 37-30 over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Look, it doesn't matter the records. It doesn't matter the quarterback situation. These two teams, or frankly, any team in the AFC North, when they compete with each other, it's going to be close. It's going to be physical. It's going to come down in the end. And that's what it did today. But the Bengals overcame a number of issues, right? Jamar Chase is hurt. They had some other injury things, and they found a way, Mice, to get it done. I think this was a huge win for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know you got some specific thoughts you want to talk about it, but we want to hear from the Bengals fans in the comment section below. Who Day Nation, we want to hear from you. Who is your MVP of this massive road division win? Let us know in the comment section below. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this big Bengals victory?
Yeah, Nick, you'd think you'd be able to say a name like Jamar Chase or Joe Mixon as the MVP, but Mixon's banged up and he didn't really, do a ton in this game. Jamar Chase was obviously out. And I think when Pittsburgh stacked the box, because obviously the Bengals could not run the ball this game. It was a very poor rushing attack overall. I think they got just under 60 yards total over 4 players. So they stacked the box and they asked the Bengals to come out and throw the ball. And they're able to do it without their top target, Nick. Obviously, Tyler Higgins, huge day, 148 yards. Samaje Perine came out of nowhere. 4 catches, 3 touchdowns, Nick. Talk about efficiency right there. This is a guy who made the most of those receiving attempts. And then just overall, huge day in the air for Joe Burrow. And I just can't emphasize enough how impressive it was that he came out without his top target when the other team was like, hey, we're daring you to throw the ball. Chase isn't there. Let's see what you can do. And he took care of business, Nick. But what did you think about this game overall? And what were your thoughts on the Bengals specifically?
Yeah, this kind of felt almost like a trap game almost for the Bengals, right? Because Jamar Chase is reportedly, only a week away. The Steelers coming in today were getting the healthiest they've been in a while, right? TJ Watt's back playing. He had an unbelievable game today. That interception was ridiculous. Minka's back at full strength for the Steelers. Levi Wallace at corner. They were getting healthier and healthier, right? You had the Bengals that were still a week away from getting banged up. Any road division opponent, it's always really tough. It felt like this could be a potential, trap game for the Bengals, but to their credit, they took some of the haymakers from the Steelers. They delivered plenty of their own, but I want to focus late in the game because good teams on the road in tough environments, it's how you finish. And after the Steelers pinned the Bengals inside their own 10, I think like 6 minutes ago or so, 27-23, anyone's game at that point, the Bengals drive the length of the field, go up 2 scores, essentially put the game away. Your boy P. Ryan with the touchdown there to go up 2 scores. They get a stop on downs, and then they add a field goal to extend their lead, forcing the Steelers to use all timeouts. Basically, then after that became an onside kick game. We know what happened there. So again, the odds were completely in their favor. I love the fact that Bengals are finding ways to finish without Jamar Chase, right? Because so much of their offense last year was Jamar Chase making big plays, just flipping the world on its head. Joe Burrow doing magical things. And Burrow had a solid game, but he wasn't perfect today. I mean, he had 2 picks today. So when you look at what the Bengals were able to overcome with Chase out, Mixon leaving early, the Steelers on full strength on defense and still able to score 37 points, get a bunch of guys. How about Irwin making big plays? You brought up Higgins. Boyd had a couple key plays as well. I look at this as a team offensive victory, finding a way to get it done in a tough environment on the road division game. I think this is a great sign for Cincinnati Bengals because if you can win depleted and beat up in a place like Pittsburgh, then you can probably win anywhere, especially when you're healthy.
Yeah, Nick, and I just think overall this was a big game for the Bengals because they're narrowly behind Baltimore in that division race, and any kind of big win to give Pittsburgh a step forward and take the Bengals back. If they were to come out of this thing 5-5, they would be 2 games behind Baltimore, and that's really, not where you want to be in a division that's this close. And right now, quite frankly, Nick, it is that competitive of a division. Everybody is crawling to the top. Deshaun Watson, supposedly, I think he comes back in 1 week. I think he's out 1 more week, and then he comes back week 12 or 13, whatever week they play the Texans. But this is a division where at any moment, one of these teams could, try to win out the rest of the season, and anybody could win. So it's paramount for the Bengals to keep winning every game they can. And like you said, a huge road win against a tough divisional opponent in the Steelers. Like we said, we don't care who the quarterback is. We don't care what the team's health status is. This is a tough Pittsburgh team, and they showed it today. can't state enough, Nick. Huge win for the Bengals. And, this is going to go forward with them. And we're going to see this, hopefully, when they make the playoffs. This was a defining moment in the season.